and Ponder over in the bird sanctuary with the incredibly munching Fluffer squirrel and the tilty bird. I'm going to take my meds. Down with CCHR. Okay. Good stuff.
I don't think you should be able to put anything that resembles a green V on stuff if it's not vegan, or at least vegetarian.
Why would they have a green V on it if it wasn't?
I said resembles because I think the cookies were vegan, but they're not.
Oh. That's kind of confusing. Yeah. It's kind of misleading.
This is vegan baiting.
It is.
Like queer baiting, like when straight girls get their trachea pierced. Don't fucking do that. Don't fucking do that. Don't do that.
Or they cut their first 2 fingernails really short.
Yeah, why you do that? Why? For what? For why?
Just don't understand.
Yeah, sorry.
No, we're good. We're on our timer. We're on our chat shit timer. So whatever goes on now is good. If we need things that we got to catch up on or talk about or anything like that.
Okay.
I'm in a weird headspace. I'm going to blow my nose quickly. 1 second. Let me mute.
It's a very fake orange, this tastes like.
Is it crunchy?
Mm-hmm.
So it's crunchy and tastes orange.
It's a chocolate orange protein bar.
Oh, interesting. Okay. And they baited you because it's not actually vegan.
Well, no, I looked in the back, it says may contain milk. And I'm like, what?
What do you...
I don't want to be tilty-tooting across the stream, taking your limelight away.
Dairy is not the thing you want to say may contain. Dairy and nuts, those are things people have a bad reaction to. Hi, Joe. Hope you're doing well. Sorry for the late start.
It says vegan. I'm not a knob. It says vegan.
Okay.
Oh, exactly.
You know, it's one of those tricky things, you know.
Anyway, it's the orange. It says natural orange flavoring.
So
doesn't taste natural to me. Sorry, completely off subject.
That means they use natural substances to create an orange flavor.
I bet you anything they like squeezed the hell out of an orange rind and got the oil from it and been like, drop. Now we can say it has natural orange flavoring.
That's exactly it. Oh,
it tastes like orange peel. Yep.
Yes, remnants of citrus. That is in fact the orange that I was looking for. Fight off that scurvy. Joe said she's doing much better after her meeting, so yay! I'm glad to hear that. Joe.
Oh, amazing.
Oh, I almost messed up the timer. It was so bad because during the live with Mona yesterday, I kept accidentally closing StreamYard like 4 or 5 times. I'm scared to touch my phone. I'm scared to touch anything.
You know what? On StreamYard, I've done this probably less than a handful of times. I could probably count on one hand the amount of times I've do this, but I have like fear, like real fear of accidentally showing a message on screen that was like when I'm modding or
Thank
Okay.
you, person in chat.
Lovely. Must be all about your artwork.
The artwork that's in view isn't even mine, so.
Oh, who's it? Who you got?
I've got yours, Rika's, Mona's, Nico's, Rika's, and Brad, and another one of yours.
Lovely. Salam.
Salami?
We are going to address
no.
the elephant in the room right now. Somehow, some way, me and Tilty have both ended up wearing NASA tops. We don't know. We didn't plan this. We didn't talk about it. We're surprised.
It's an accident.
It just happened. I don't know why. Maybe subconsciously, we're both trying to remind any Americans that there are some things to be proud about a while ago, but they exist, and we remember too.
We remember. Chat remembers. The nest remembers.
Yeah.
It's okay. It's okay.
Yeah, we didn't coordinate this.
You'll always have NASA.
Maybe. Maybe. We're not promising. In here.
Yes, we are gay.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
So if that's cool, that's fine. And if it's not cool, then see you later.
Yeah.
Hello, Brad. Brother Brad is here.
On levels of gayness, I'm more gay because I recently seen that picture of Joe Rogan topless, which made me maximum gay.
I almost took a sip of coffee.
You are a practicing gay, so congratulations.
Well, I put in a lot of work, you know. No, okay, Brad, I didn't have a day off to toot, okay? I had a day off to have a breakdown. It's a totally different thing. There may have been some crying toots, but I don't recall.
If you want to see if you could get more gay, Joe Rogan, topless. He looks like a gammon.
That's literally a natural reflex. Like, I'm not gagging as a bit. That just happened.
Like just a hog of gammon.
I don't want to see anything to do with Joe Rogan and hog in the same. No, I'm good. I'm done. I'm good.
And I had a great idea. I feel like Elon Musk and Donald Trump should go for a makeup getaway trip on Elon's submarine. He's got a submarine, hasn't he?
Yeah.
Real deep. And we wish you the same look as you get on your rockets.
Or they could go up in that extremely safe and reliable gold aircraft.
I've just decided is in solidarity to the people on the International Space Station who don't know how they're getting back because piss babies having temper tantrums.
Piss babies ruin everything. I think we all know.
Actual space. Just being like, I've done nothing.
I'm gonna do the smart thing and clip my hair out of my face. Look at that. Whoa, I can see.
I can't see anything because it is blaring light outside. And we figured out maybe one of the reasons I pass out is because I don't register too hot.
You could overheat. Yeah.
I have, I'll touch like my daughter's arm and she'll be like, "You're burning," or she'll touch the back of my neck and be like, "You shouldn't be that hot." And I'm like, "Should I take my jumper?" "Yeah, okay, then yeah, maybe, yeah." And I'll take it off.
Yeah, you're a furnace.
I don't feel sick like I did a minute ago. I don't feel foggy in the head like I did 30 seconds previously. Yeah, it's 25 degrees here. It's 25 degrees, blazing sun out, and I was wearing my jumper. On top of this, on top of a vesty top. And she was like, please take your jumper off. And we're inside the pharmacy. We're inside the pharmacy. And I was like, I don't feel great. My head's hurting a lot. And she was like, take your jumper off. And then I didn't. I walked all the way to my nan's. And then I was walking back here and I was just like, oh God, take the jumper off. And that's only because I'd been told a few times, I reckon. I probably would have been like,
all right, maybe I should just, yeah. Maybe in June you should probably wear less clothes, not more.
Oh, hi. Sending my best to Iran. Solidarity with Iran. Sending love, sending strength, sending resilience. Yeah. I stand with Iran. I do. Hi to the dentist as well. Hi to the dentist chair. Sending my love. Did you hear you as well, Nico?
Brad, we don't want to see that because you're our brother, okay? That's weird. No one wants to see that. Your brother, Brad.
Get a lot more thorough and better information from Googling it rather than spamming the chat. I promise you, you will get information. Please. You can put it in YouTube. Just press back. You can come back on if you want. Tell us all you've learned. Just go top of YouTube. Iran. Probably do it for now. But yeah, sending solidarity.
I made a bird alarm.
Oh yes. Yeah, for the end of the chat shit timer. I just want to point out as well, another thing, I'm so sorry, but when your country is suffering because you're depleted in essential minerals because you've shafted yourself in a trade agreement with China, and then you try to declare war on another country very rich in minerals, how long will it take for the majority of people to go, we see what you're doing again? We see you're trying to carry on being pirates, because if you can't do, you steal. And that's sad. That's actually pathetic. And that's actually pathetic for someone to think that they're the most powerful person in the whole world, yet go around pirating. And that's for any of the delusional leaders who think they're the most powerful people in the world, whether it be Donald Trump or Netanyahu. I don't give a fuck. They're both delusional, pathetic, disgusting little people.
Piss babies.
Piss babies.
All right. Can somebody
I'm getting grumpy.
Actually, I'm just gonna do it. Okay. Sorry, but I'm not. This is like, okay, so
I have like
we have a lot of strong feelings about this. And the thing is that no, I just want to say that like
I'm sorry for comparing pirates to the disgusting people I named them in the same sentence. Apologies to pirates. Do you know the first person who sailed around the whole world was a pirate? Yeah. Big up pirates.
There you go. It's just, this is meant to be like, we're decompressing, we're doing some art, we're not going to bring up all of the horrifying things that are going on right now because we know everything is horrifying right now.
They come in and they took the bait, they did, and then they sat there, and I took it. You don't blame them for casting their chance.
They shouldn't be. No fishing in this water. It's a bird sanctuary. Come on, those fish are for the birds.
Yes, love to humans. Sorry, sorry. I got all in my feels.
It's okay. It's okay. It's you know what? It's been a really hard week. It's been a really fucking hard week in the world. It's been a really hard week for everybody in their personal lives. It's been fucked.
I like that you can just see me now chugging coffee and like fucking go, and you're like whoa, hey. You're like we don't have plans to leave the station today, actually.
Ooh, it's okay. Let's all
Oh,
It's okay. It's okay.
I'm
sending out good bird vibes.
straight.
I know you're
I'm
stressed.
gonna talk about this book, and I'm gonna say all the things I appreciate.
You know what? I just have to say, after reading one more chapter of this book, my tagline is even more appropriate.
You what? Your tagline's more appropriate.
My tagline for this book, Jesse Prince, banged his way into Scientology, fucked them all on his way out. Because this lad is quite the lad. Quite the lad. Hello, hello, Haggis. I'm going to be working more on my weird wiggly peacock. That I'm enjoying. Quite like my peacock. It's a good one. It's a good one. Yeah, there's quite a blue chat here. Sorry. Are you going to work on the hippo? Careful.
I'm so sorry.
No. Well, it's a very safe chat, Janelle. Don't worry. You know, it's always safe here on these suppressing streets. Except when Fluffer's choking, so we're gonna hope that everything's okay.
I must have got stuck there a lot. That was not fun.
Yeah, no. I could tell, I could feel it. I was empathizing. My energy is just fucked.
Yeah, I've been deciding that when I want a cigarette, I know it won't go up my head. 10 push-ups. 10 push-ups. I can't do push-ups because I'm so sore from all the push-ups I'm doing. I've got a new muscle here. Yeah, I'm so bad. And I'm like, I can't. I'm so tired.
Quitting smoking is so hard if you're doing such a good job.
And the
My
thing
earbud
is,
fell out.
I'll put muscle on my shoulders, and then my whole body will just look. The muscle will go on my shoulders easily. Easiest place to put it on. And then
I'm weak.
this, you know, people like this, and it's like I can't put their arms down. But it's going to be because my shoulders are so beefy, and everything else is so weak.
You'll be swole, but just in this one area. Yeah. Good stuff. Oh, Joe wanted to ask how the vaping was going.
Yeah, I figured it out. Well, Tilly figured it out.
We figured it out together. It took a lot of trial and error.
Bloody did. I tell you, this was not easy, fun.
This was not the simple, easy, manageable process that they led us to believe that it may be. Yeah. Mildly misleading.
So what's ended up happening is I'm
crowdsource vape quest.
I'm not getting the amount of medicine that I need.
Yeah, that's the problem.
And so I'm having real issues with that. So the last, there's been the last few days I've had, between sort of two and three smokes a day. But that's because I've just really desperately needed it. And you're not meant to stop smoking on those on that medicine till day 8. Is it between day 8 and 14 is when you quit, didn't it?
Yeah. You're supposed to taper until then.
What, am I on day 6 or 7 now? Day 6 or 7.
I thought it was 6, but I could be wrong because I've had a really weird perception of time.
Yeah, but yeah, so I'm not, is the next sort of 2 or 3 days I'm gonna, I should be expected to be stopping smoking. But I've just significantly reduced it down a lot. But it's just having that having the medicine, and I just don't seem to be able to get it as much as I need out of the vape.
Yeah.
So I've got an appointment with the doctor. Well, I'm hoping you got an appointment with the doctor. I know if it's a doctor or the nurse. I've got to see.
You've got an appointment with someone.
Yeah, so to see if I can change some of the flour for pastels, like gummies. So hopefully I can just have a little bit of help there. But yeah, it's going pretty well, thank you. I think that's why I got so much panic and anxiety, as well as like not sleeping and just the overall pain.
Yeah, that definitely will do it. And bread, yes, I did. It's amazing. Sorry, I didn't respond yet.
I think I just need to have it sort of all the time. The thing that I was probably going to try and avoid by not being like, oh, this is definitely going to become a habit that I want to reach for. Like, this is going to become a habit in itself. But I think that may be the only way to get.
Sometimes you have to substitute. Yeah.
I think I've got it here though. I'm thinking I'll probably turn it on and just have
a wee bit.
Yeah, we haven't stopped for the last hour. I haven't had dinner, but I think I might order a takeaway because I haven't had one in ages.
Ooh, it's been so long. You should. Oh, I would be happy if you ordered yourself a takeaway.
Me too. Because when I order a takeaway, that'll feed me for 2 days.
I know, and you get really, really happy, and then I get to live vicariously through you because you order different foods that I ever order, and then I'm like, ooh, interesting.
I got the same thing every time. Oh no, it depends what takeaway I get. Yeah, if I get Chinese takeaway, then I'll get the same thing because it's gluten-free. I can't get much of the gluten-free menu.
Oh, Brad's having curry tonight.
South Indian food, I tell you, that was brilliant. They got the little lentil donuts and that fish curry they did was delicious. It was so good. I can't see what's happening.
I don't like lentils and fish.
Well, you're not eating them.
I know. Someone just said tonight I'm going to fight my mother-in-law.
Yes. I hope she deserves it. I hope you win.
Yeah. And I wish she said father-in-law because then I could have thrown out my favorite joke.
No, I don't know. I'm so het up. I don't know why.
I'm wound up. I'm okay. I'm having a heavy week. There's been.
I wasn't encouraging you. I'm not encouraging other people to be violent. I'm just saying, I hope they deserve it.
This is a bit. This is backwards, but this is a bit. I need to make this is a bit, but backwards.
Hypothetically.
The father-in-law joke? Oh, I was just going to say if it was your dad, I would just say, give him the old dick twist. Grab his dick and twist it.
That classic joke everyone knows.
It's from a video. It's from a YouTube video. And it's just, it's really funny. And I reference it too many times.
Oh, I love garlic, but I can't eat it.
I love
homemade shit.
Oh my god, Nico just noticed our NASA gear. I literally almost said NASA gay.
Everyone's
it
an
was
NASA gay. Every gay's an NASA gay.
it's true.
We didn't do this by purpose. This was completely
It was accident. I had zero idea. I was actually looking for my rainbow disco ball shirt, and I couldn't find it. So I was like, next best thing, NASA shirt.
I'm not sure you can get violent for someone throwing away flowers that were gifted to you. We could do a little live Am I the Asshole?
We could.
I mean,
okay.
I feel like you could do just minor passive aggressive things back.
Yeah, do you wanna tell us the full situation, Lightbow? Do you wanna run us by and get some opinions here on whether or not you should fight your mother-in-law in hand-to-hand combat in the Thunderdome?
I say yes. Make art, not war. Drop flowers, not bombs. All of that stuff I agree with, but sometimes people got to fuck around and find out. Those who don't hear must feel. That's what I was brought up on. But saying that, I would never want to I could never.
You don't want to encourage violence.
I couldn't apply that fuck around to someone who isn't bigger. Like, I have to be the underdog. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah. Yes.
Like,
you're not going to punch down.
Like, except for David Miscavige, because he would have like someone
else.
Well,
you'd have to punch down.
Yes. Yeah. I could probably pick up and punch forward.
Punch forward. There we go. See, there's always a way to move forward.
No. Violence gave me the courage to leave my house again. Violence made it so I could go into town after I've been had DV.
Having a bad time.
And I was literally agoraphobic. I learned how to find that aggression within myself and channel it and know I have it for self-defense. And I love that. And I'm a terrible Taoist.
Practicing and aspiring. Nobody starts off well. Some of the most, skilled and proficient Taoists were some of the most violent people.
Oh, we've got a mother-in-law going round to the house. The husband refuses to change the locks. He's the one giving her the keys. Oh, you've got a man baby. You're not.
Oh, you've got a man baby.
Not a wife appliance.
Okay.
Or it's a case of, incestuous mommy who's just like, you practically stole him off my nipple. And it's just like, gross, get a life.
I think you should fight your husband, not the mother-in-law. I think he's the one who has a hard time setting proper boundaries with his mother and probably still has her wipe his bum.
Yeah. Plan B, get a NASA top, be gay.
That is a solid plan B. I'm just saying, I endorse it, and I think that the space station would too. Wait, hold on.
Yes.
Yeah.
I love that. When your husband doesn't do something, pay another man to do it. It's like a dick flick. It makes them go, oh.
Yeah, it's like a micro cuck. Instead of a microaggression, it's a micro cuck.
This is not therapeutic advice. This is probably terrible advice.
This is half bit, half like
I would do the things I'm saying, by the way. I'm just not saying it's good advice. I'm just saying I practice my speech.
That is the clarification. I've got one piece of gold pressed latinum saying this is a husband problem, not a mother-in-law problem.
Yeah. But the mother-in-law who made the husband grew him up and is still like, I'm just going to come into your marital home, sneaky, don't mind me. Get a life. Clip this and say, oh my God, husband and mother-in-law, these two people, we don't know from the internet who the world's watching, maybe. We're talking about you specifically after I told them what you did, snuck into my house and took my flowers. Stop being a creepy creeper, get a life, go buy your own flowers. Weirdo.
Stop holding your wife to the same standards that you hold your mother, which are irrational and unhealthy. Stop having your mom wipe your butt and come into your house without consent and grow up. Just grow up. Just grow up.
Also, they sell bottles at the grocery store, so you just get yourself a bottle like this.
Oh, sucky baby.
If that's what he's missing, if he's missing
That's what he's doing.
he can buy one at the shop and still be a grown man.
He could suck his thumb. He could suck his thumb and be a big boy on his own. I'm just saying. He can suck his thumb and be a big boy on his own, okay? The time is now. You're a full-ass man. You're a full-ass grown man. If you're old enough to get married, you're old enough to tell your mom to fuck off.
This is
not the stream.
No, I just thought, like, what if this is Osa just being like, we can distract them. They will never talk about this book.
They're on chapter 3. It's when he starts saying names. Let's derail.
Yeah. This is where they start talking about the Osa levels. And you're right. Damn it.
Okay. Refocus. Okay. Whew. Okay. Stretch it out. Okay. Gain ass. Okay. Okay. The book. Hello, everybody in chat. Today is weird. Today got weird. Today started weird and it got weirder. So here we go.
Yeah.
Where we left off in the book last time was he had just been sent to the RPF, and in conclusion, you fight the husband or go gay. I mean, there you go. I mean, solid plan A, solid plan B. We wish you the best and good luck. Godspeed. Live long and prosper.
We could, I'd be happy to say that you were in chat if you didn't know about. No, I'm joking. They didn't do it. They were in chat the whole time. What about?
Yeah, we did miss you yesterday. It would have been very fun. It was a very fun stream, Mona. Thank you for having me on.
Jesus Christ. Yeah, I didn't want to come in and ruin your time with my mouth saying things that my mouth says. So
well, and not only that, but by the time StreamYard was up, you were asleep. Because StreamYard was down for like an hour and a half, 2 hours. It was ridiculous. Is that sweat?
I'm just pissing wet through. No, it's one tiny patch. It's just right at the front.
That's so funny. This is why I wear black shirts 99% of the time. I'm not lying. Also, Irish, fun fact, I sucked my thumb until I was like 13.
Oh, sorry.
No, we sending love to Irish and all grandmas, all nanas, all nans, all memas, all nonas. #1 grandma fan club here. Love them all, whether it's by blood or by chosen family. If you're a grandma or a grandma figure, thank you.
Unless you're the kind of grandma just sneak into your son's home to take his wife's flowers, just then get a life. Then be a better grandma. Stop being weird. Priorities.
Don't wipe your grown son's ass.
Okay, we have to go on with this.
Yeah, because Slayer just said you are suck at life. So, I mean, obviously he's calling us out saying that I am suck at life, so I better start reading the book, right? I mean, I don't want to prove did you No, you didn't ask. You said you are suck at life. I read your comment properly. It's fine.
Who said that? It's the
Nico was on it.
The distractors about.
Yeah, Nico's on it. It's fine. We've got amazing mods here. Thank you all, and hello, Adrian, and anyone else in chat I've missed. I'm trying to look at 4 things at once, and I'm missing everything, and I don't know what's going on, and someone's telling me I am suck at life, and it's okay.
This stream is meant to be about Scientology. Please do visit fsciento.space. That is fsciento. FSCIENTO.space. SPACE. Go there, learn why Scientology is a cult. It's disgusting. Find out
It's
more.
icky.
What
It's
you're
icky
actually talking
gross. It's icky gross.
about. It is icky gross.
Brad, I'm not even going to acknowledge that. Your punishment is I'm ignoring you. So the last place that we left off was he had joined the RPF. He had joined the RPF and they were in a room and they woke up because there was lights going on and a bunch of banging sounds, and then they found out that it was FBI agents, right? FBI agents raided while they were in the RPF during the time that they were renovating all of the buildings on Fountain Ave. And how they got out of this FBI raid, like how the thing that was so messed up is they specifically mentioned the staff member. His name was Ken Hoden. He came down dressed up like a Catholic priest and convinced the FBI that they had like taken some vow of poverty and they were there of their own free will for spiritual enlightenment.
Like monks, they had taken a vow of no property, poverty, and to live a life of servitude to the one that is Lafayette.
Yeah, a grueling program of self-discipline of their own choosing. I love this. I highlighted his sentence. I remember thinking, what a load of shit. Where'd he get that from? I just love it. The agents basically totally believed him, didn't do anything. They were like, this is fucking weird, whatever. And then that's when they broke into the office and found all of those files in the OSA office that they had been secretly stealing from the government over the years and stockpiling. So that was during that. And during the RPF, he goes over about how they had to do like a minimum of 5 hours of Dianetics a day, and that like they were required basically like they basically framed it as like you're not getting out of the RPF unless you go clear. And it says he talks about the clear cognition, and then he says, if this makes no sense to you, then know that you are okay and have not been infected with Elrond's nonsense. Because it doesn't make sense.
Cassocks?
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 I don't know what that is.
This begs the question why they had a stash of
are those like is that another name for like the monk type thing? The like a stash of those like monks, or is cassock a religious term for like that kind of person who priest garb? Okay, yeah. Why do they have priest garb? For this exact reason. They probably have different garbs for different religions so that they can use it depending on the situation. They probably have people who were trained. A garb is like the special outfit designated for that role. So like a priest's, like a Catholic priest has a very specific thing that they wear, right? And I think that that's one of the reasons why they purposefully infiltrate interfaith groups, so that they can get an idea about how they present themselves, and then they can get that stuff and then use it for their own fuckery. It's gross. That's gross. That's spiritual manipulation. That's abuse. That's spiritual abuse. Sorry, but it is.
No, you're right.
And what really freaked me out was reading about how he said that Dianetics is literally meant to erase who you were. And doing the Dianetics in the RPF, he was like, I like erased 2 years of my life. Like they're gone. Like they're not there anymore. And that is so scary as someone who's experienced dissociation and I have missing pieces of time. I don't know how I'd feel willing, like, like it's a lot to think about willingly doing that and or also doing it and not knowing that would be what happened from what you were doing.
Can you see the law in that though? Because if I was told, hey, do you want to just
Exactly. There's totally a
Oh,
lure to
yes,
it.
the Eternal Sunshine of a Spotless Mind. That I'll be like, could you do that? We'll
Yeah.
start again from today. I will need a reminder to make it to the YouTube live, and someone will have to explain to me what that is and who I'm doing it with. But yeah,
Yeah, it's fine.
just reset me, just reboot.
I could. Well, and sorry, I'm trying to sit more comfortably in my chair here. The other thing is like, I can absolutely see the appeal of wanting to lose parts of yourself or time. I can absolutely see that. But also, there are definitely people who go in not knowing that is the process of what it'll do to you. And who knows if you lose something that you didn't want to lose and it's gone from your mind forever now.
Eternal Sunshine of a Spotless Mind.
Well, some people haven't seen it.
If they had have told people, hey, not yet, but if you just hold tight until this movie comes out, Zooey Deschanel, sweetheart, you'll love her. Jim Carrey, everyone
I love Jim Carrey.
Everyone liked him then, at least. You know, hold on and watch that. See how you feel about that movie. Talk to your friends about the other outcomes that didn't happen on the movie. Then come back and give it a try.
Yeah. Jim Carrey's ex-girlfriend had a very sad end of life due to Scientology, actually.
Oh dear. Oh dear. Oh dear, oh dear.
Oh, gross, Brad. You're my brother. Stop looking at my knees. God. Oh. I know.
Thank you. Very respectable comment there. Very, very happy with that.
I love that where he talks about how he's no longer the state of clear, so that he's no longer a Homo sapien. He's a Homo novus now.
Can you see any of doing? I feel like this is pointless. I might just start painting.
I can't see the paper, but I can see now that you're holding it up. It's a very cute hippo. I can't unsee the hippo. Now I'm seeing something else. Now I'm seeing a dog.
I can't unsee the hippo. Oh, dog! And someone else in a turtle. Do you know? Did you see the turtle?
I do see the turtle. I do actually see turtle. There's so many animals in it. I keep seeing different birds in mine, but I'm trying to make the peacock be the one that stands out.
What's your favorite hybrid animal?
Platypus.
Hey. Huh?
My favorite real hybrid animal would have to be the platypus. It's the superior creature.
What platypus
It's God's mistake.
What mated with what to make a platypus?
What mated with what to make a platypus? A platypus simply was.
Well, it's not fucking hybrid then. Like, what's like something?
Well, okay, how did a platypus get made? Can someone tell us?
No. Can you just choose an animal that we know that shagged another animal it shouldn't and popped out a baby that was cute? That's what I want to know. There we go. Thank you. Adorable. Great. Mine is the Naluga.
Oh yeah. Oh.
Just the whole love story. It's just like such unlikely lovers. Like the liger.
That makes sense. It's two cats.
Yeah. But is that does that happen in nature? Or in a zoo?
Did it happen in nature and they brought it to the zoo and then they made more? I don't know. I'm not gonna say.
This happened in nature.
Irish just said liger's not natural. It was a captivity breeding.
Okay.
I would trust that.
Yeah.
Man interference.
Naluga is nature. It was a narwhal, got lost and then just accepted as one of the beluga whales. I'm pretty sure it's that way around. And then meow, chicka, wow, wow, all at the same from behind, apparently. I don't know how they do it.
Talk about
But
whale
they did
bone.
it. I had a baby.
Ooh.
Adorable.
Ooh-wee. That's cute, though.
Did you
I
see
also
it?
like it. No, I want to see it. I really like it when penguins, like penguins will take the eggs of other, like if like a penguin doesn't make it and there's an egg that doesn't have a family, penguins will take it. And there are so many like queer penguin couples that are looking for lost eggs and they find an egg and
No, they find a stone and they nurture the stone, and then
no,
zookeepers feel so sorry for
no, I'm
them
talking about I'm talking about in the like
in the
actually like
wild.
in the wild.
Oh.
Because what happens is that the male I'm getting autistic as hell right now.
Yeah,
I
we
don't even
both are.
care. The
This
male
is-
penguin hold like they lay the egg and then the man holds the egg and sits on the dads all sit on the eggs in a huddle and the moms all go out and get as much food as they can and sometimes the moms don't make it back so the dads pair up because they've bonded and they'll raise the eggs together.
It's amazing how nature's just like, we're gonna start our own adoption program.
I'm not crying over penguins. Shut up.
You're crying over their gay penguin love and their adoption of stray eggs. That's gorgeous. If only humans could be so kind.
Right?
How did we get onto orangutan cross Bigfoot cross sea slug? That's my nightmare tonight. Thank you. The headline.
Was that a
Nightmare
Brad suggestion?
brought to you by Janelle.
Oh my gosh, I am Sam. For real. Like that was why I wanted to watch that show because I was like he actually likes penguins but like does it right. The Notebook. It's my favorite. Okay, anyway, back to the book we're reading. Hi, we're here to do a thing. Not talk about penguins. Right. Okay. So he talks a lot about the RPF. One thing that I really liked is that he says, like, he basically says, you know what? After all of the people saying, you know, give it a try. You've already invested this much. You've already invested all of this time and energy and work into this. Why don't you just see what it is that you came here for? You know? And he's like, well, you know what? I mean, I've made it through this. I'm here for occult powers. That's literally what he said. I'm here to learn about the occult. I want to be a super person. So I'm going to keep going. I'm going to keep going. I'm going to keep going. And he started on the OT levels.
Sorry. A penguin is a popular chocolate bar, yeah. Do you have a penguin? Pick up a penguin.
There are 2 shops that import penguins here, and they are very expensive.
They have the jokes on. They have the shit
Yeah.
jokes.
Yes, 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 yes. Do I read them with full enthusiasm every single time? Yes.
Brother.
They're penguins. I still sleep with a stuffed penguin that I've had since I was like 5.
Never been washed.
Oh, you know, he's been washed. That's why he doesn't have feet anymore.
Oh, you washed the feet off him.
No, he's just been so worn. And like I used to like swing him around by the beak and whomp him against it. Anyway, I can't focus today. No one in chat is helping.
No. I'm trying to.
Okay. Anyway,
Is
he
here.
does. Oh, go ahead. Sorry.
Is Rika here?
I think so.
Hello, Rika, if you're here. And hello,
I'm not
Hellboy.
sure. I'm not sure if they can hear us.
Yeah, they changed everything.
I know. I only noticed the name change yesterday, and I was like, okay.
Janelle put footless penguin, saddest thought.
I know. Oh, well, okay. To be fair, he still has his feet. They just don't have any stuffing left in them, so I tucked them inside of him, and then we stitched it up. So one day, I will bring Penguini on stream. And yes, his name is Penguini.
Does he have? He should have spaghetti legs. Just
He
get
should
some
have
loose
spaghetti
skin
legs. Well, and the funny thing
sew
is
it on.
like, I
And
named him
this.
Penguini, but he was like originally a French chef. It was like when I was a kid, that was like his original character. And now he's like such an ingrained Muppet in our lives that like my dad and I will talk like him when we're not even at home. Like he's interjecting, and it's like, yeah, oh, yeah, it's not. So the OT levels. One thing that he mentions is that he did the course and started to quickly realize that everybody going up and saying, oh, we won this, we did this, so I've got all these gains, I'm so happy, I'm so fucking powerful, I'm so tough, I'm so strong.
So macho.
And then when it was his turn to go up and do the same thing, he's like, wow, so this is all hollow bullshit meant for the people watching what I'm doing right now. I'm going to get up and say that I've done this thing because I finally, after months, 2 years, finally felt a physical reaction from the tech, which I'm suspecting is some form of meditation that made him feel this physical feeling. And of course, he thinks it's working. It's starting to work. I'm starting to tap into the secret magical tech. No, you got a fuzzy feeling because you meditated and it felt nice. And now you got a little bit of a serotonin dopamine high, and it's going to go down and you're going to come back. That was when he started auditing the body thetans. And this was really upsetting. I actually highlighted this line because this was after he did the thing. He was auditing the body thetans and felt that weird feeling, right? And he said, I just highlighted this one little part. I woke up a short time later and immediately noticed how disoriented I felt. My size felt different. I didn't know how to explain it, but sometime I felt larger in size than I had before. The feeling lasted for some days until I felt normal. The Scientology explained what happened to the Scientology guy, and the next thing you know, I was given permission to advance. This was the first time something extraordinary altered my reality from doing Scientology. I couldn't explain what it was, but it felt good, like a temporary euphoria. I remember thinking, I'm on my way to the magic. I'm glad I had the patience for it. So this is working. This is a sunk cost fallacy coming true, basically. Like, this is him going, I've put so much in and I finally felt one tiny physical sensation. I'm glad that I stuck it out and went through all of that horrific abuse in the RPF.
I think it is sunken cost fallacy, but because of the nature of the hypnosis, the grueling hours, the psychological breakdown, I think there is also some confabulation in there.
Yes, thank you. I agree. Yeah, I absolutely agree.
Anyone who might not be familiar with words because they're not autistic and obsessed. Confabulation is, to my knowledge, when you start believing in like false memories or false stories you can tell yourself But you could put your hand on your heart and say, I fully believe in this happened. But it's almost like a way of protecting yourself from the things that did or didn't happen, to say that they did happen or that they didn't happen. Obviously, whatever the flip of whatever happened, didn't happen. Or
in my brain, I summarize it as, oh, sorry, go ahead.
It's really dangerous because it's sort of like that whole, the calls coming within the house, a bit like, is it Inception? Was that film with Leonardo DiCaprio and they like go into each other's minds
and they're dreaming and
yeah, it's so super dangerous. And it is like a psychotic break. And the thing that I hate about Lafayette so much is the fact that he did all of this like psychological warfare knowingly and purposefully.
It was 100% intentional.
Yeah, and they're essentially telling people, it's like poisoning people and then knowing that there's a cure out there, but telling them that's poison. So the only
feeding
thing
them more poison.
The only thing get you out of a psychotic break is potentially a psychotherapist, a doctor of some sort, potentially medication or a therapy, talk therapy,
a
EMDR
licensed and qualified professional.
Yeah, and that's what he says. That's evil. That's the worst. That's da, 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 da. I just think that is.
He said there's not a psychiatrist or psychologist on this world who couldn't be tried for capital murder. Which is funny considering that's the only reason I'm still alive. I was gonna say what I summarized that as is dedication to delusion.
Yeah, but
like
it's sort
you
of
have personally dedicated and committed.
Yeah, I just wouldn't want to imply any consciousness in it because it is like
no, it's like not voluntary.
Mechanism. It's like all I'm just thinking about is movies here. I don't know why, but me
Easy
myself.
Reference. I said movies are easy to reference.
No, I was just halfway through it and I've completely forgot what is it. Me, myself, and Irene.
I think so. I think it's Me, Myself, and Irene.
Like splits.
I haven't seen it in like a cajillion years though.
But yeah, the human mind does weird things when it's very hurt and traumatized. So the best thing to do is not go out and purposefully traumatize people. You disgusting man. Proper on one. Sorry, everybody.
When Jack won't touch my pee-pee. That's Elron.
He did. He was right there. You were looking at him when you were touching
it. You were looking at it. You could see the hog with your eyes. Reach out and touch it. Reach out and touch Faith. Elron.
Oh, I can hear a car outside and the part of me is like, oh, is that my food I haven't ordered?
Oh, order your food.
No, I have to do it on my phone.
Oh. We could pop out quickly and pop back in. I don't mind.
I'd have to know what I'm going to order. Well, saying that, if I just decide I'm going to get Chinese food, then I'm only going to get the same thing. So that could be quite a quick order, I suppose. But saying that, I just got my bread delivered and I've got, I'm pretty sure 8 loaves of bread.
Good for all that honey.
I don't know how much I can fit in the freezer either, so I could probably just do having 2 sandwiches for my dinner, to be honest. Sweet one and a savoury one.
Ooh.
Dinner and pudding. And
Brad, no, I don't. No, I don't. Brad. Bradison. Braddington.
Braddington Bear. That's what I thought of.
My cousin has a friend named Dylan, and they're gender fluid, and I call them Dilly Bean.
Nice.
I was really proud of that one. Okay. Oh, and then he goes on to talk about the story of Xenu. Of course.
Oh yeah, I've got my
Um,
notes here.
Yeah, please.
But very into reading. I thought, oh, I'll leave you to it.
No, note away, please.
Oh,
I was just
oh,
going with what I could, so please.
my shit everywhere. Oh, so yeah, I said about the FBI and about the monk-like vow of poverty and all the stuff you just read out. And yeah, basically what he deduced from the RPF, I believe, was the secret that we know but they don't know because they're in it, is you're only ready to leave the RPF when you don't wish to leave the RPF. That is the only time you're ready. It's the only time.
Once you've accepted your fate.
Yes. Oh God, this is
because then they think that they've broken you, right?
Well, yes, that's so funny. That's like, yeah, you're free to leave, but you're only free to leave when you don't want to leave. That
in itself, if you take everything else out that we know about the RPF and just that itself is fucked.
That's insane.
That's insane. Thank you, the Swan Puss. I appreciate that. I'm actually I'm not a girl. I have no gender, but I appreciate it so much. Thank you. Thank you so much. I think I just got not a real bird. Birds aren't real. I got paint on my chin.
Nice.
Oh jeez.
I knocked the paint everywhere.
Oh no.
I don't know what order they're. Well, lilac.
But yeah, you were saying he finally got the trick.
Oh yeah. Well, I don't know if he clicked on that, but that's the only time that he was like, "Oh, I don't want to leave anymore. I'm so glad I took my time." And that's when they were like, "Now you're ready."
I think he kind of got it, but didn't quite get it. You know what I mean? Like I think he got it on a level.
Well, I feel like if he got it, he would have left. He would have been like, "Oh, that was insane." No?
Oh yeah. No, you're right. I
don't know.
Yeah. No, I think you're right. I think that makes way more sense.
He is a smart guy, just, you know, unless there's
but he's also still very young at this point.
Have sex with. But it seems like bar that opportunity to get his dicky sticky, he is a very intelligent person. Well, so I imagine he would have got the fuck out of there if he had realised, is what I'm saying.
Yeah. If you've got more notes, keep going.
Well, when he was doing the OT levels.
Yes.
Did you get to that? Did you get to that?
Sorry, what? Yeah,
Did you get?
Yeah, we just got to the part where he started the OT levels and realized that like when you stand up in front of everybody and say your wins and stuff, that it's all hollow and it's meant for the people watching the ceremony, not for the people participating in the ceremony, because it's to keep them motivated to keep going.
Yes.
Absolutely, yeah.
Yeah, I've just condensed down some of the OT levels, and I've put OT2 is lack of oxygen to the brain, OT3 Xeno, OT4 no 4 quadrillion years ago with cherubs.
Yes.
So that's a reference to when they said about the Earth being created. It was apparently 4 quadrillion years ago, and there were cherubs.
Yeah.
I was very like, okay.
Not only were there cherubs, they were flying around making loud snapping sounds.
Of course,
So
you're
they
not
were
gonna have
jazz cherubs.
flying,
I just made my dad joke.
silent cherubs.
Sorry about that, Dad.
What?
He was having a smoke right when I said jazz cherubs, and it just caught him, made him choke and laugh. Just jazz cherubs. Snapping their fingers. 4 quadrillion years ago. Jazz cherubs.
Oh.
Welcome back, Nico. And yes, we are talking about Scientology, but not in a good way. We're talking about how it's awful and gross, and we're reading a book titled The Expert Witness by Jesse Prince, in which it has a lot of really good information, but we're having a very hard day staying on topic. I blame myself. And I also blame the jazz cherubs. Are you good? That's a weird sound.
Can you hear that?
That was a weird sound.
I thought I was going mad. Wait. That wasn't it. That was the dog snoring. It was like
that was a weird.
Hello, like from a cupboard or something.
Yeah, maybe it was a weird bird. Could have been.
I'm so glad you acknowledged that sound, because I really thought, I was like,
that was weird. I was like, what is that? It almost kind of sounded like a sad dog. That's why I was confused.
Did a cat get in the house?
Janelle says we're staying on topic pretty well. Thanks.
Yeah.
Pretty well for us. Or me, anyway.
God, this is a nightmare. Why did I do this? I need to wet the whole thing.
Okay, so I wanted to read the part where he talks about the movie, because
yeah, I just didn't want to gloss over the fact that Lafayette said the Earth was made 4 quadrillion years ago. Quadrillion years ago, and there was just casually little cherubs flying around the Earth. The Earth.
What kind of cherub were they? I want to know what kind of cherub were they? Were they alien cherubs? Were they little Xenu cherubs? Were they little popsicle cherubs? Were they fish? I don't know.
And then something else that I hadn't fully. I mean, I feel like I've just missed it during the craziness of everything. But the OT6 is higher than OT7.
Yeah, that was another thing that I was going to say. I went over. I never knew that because of the order that they had people do it in. But also, just I love this thing where it says how he got everybody, like how Xenu pulled his plan off was he was like, you all have to come and file your income taxes. Line up and pay your taxes. And then he froze those people and put false
income taxes, not just any taxes, your income taxes.
Income taxes specifically. And plopped them into, you were frozen, plopped into volcanoes. The volcanoes erupted. Electric ribbon everywhere. And then the ribbons captured the spirits that flew out of the volcanoes, wrapped them up, and made them watch a 36-day-long movie that implanted memories about things like religion, like Jesus.
And the thing basically, is, do people ever go, I remember Jesus? You go, why do you believe in God? Because I remember him. Like nobody I've ever met in a good few religious settings, and I asked a lot of questions when I was a kid. Like no one I know goes, I remember him. Obviously, do you not? No one's ever
used 4 houses down, man. Like What are you on about?
Like, so weird.
Yeah, so the whole point, because see, I didn't understand, like, I had a hard time putting it together, but the whole point of auditing the Thetans is to get that 36-day movie with all the false implanted memories out of the Thetan, so that the Thetan fucks off and you are no longer clumsy.
Because they didn't make a dethatinator spray, which I would have made. First thing, dethatinator spray.
You could sell so much of that. And
This
you'd be
is
like, oh,
you make
you're still
money.
feeling bad? You haven't sprayed enough. You need to buy another bottle. You need to buy a more potent bottle. Come on.
There we
Can't
go.
even scam right.
What am I trying to do? I don't know.
Right. So when he was on OT3, that was when he started to be like, what do I need to start my life over back? Like, not in Scientology.
Yeah.
And then they brought in the one other black man to love bomb him into staying, is the easiest way to say it. Like, totally just promised him the world, right? And coming from the one other black guy, it would be really hard not to listen to, because you know,
feel like you feel like, you know, skin folk are kinfolk sometimes and people have got you back, but that's not right.
no, but you might have an internal sense of, I can trust you a little bit more because we're more similar, right? And the fact that they preyed on that, because that is intentional, they wouldn't have sent anyone else in there to do this. The fact that they specifically were like, no, we're going to bring the one other black guy we have to do this, that is predatory. And
everything's predatory, everything.
It's just another very blatantly predatory act, and it's racial exploitation.
Yes.
And we're on chapter 3. Or are we on chapter 4? We're on chapter 4. Right. Okay. Okay, I have the thing about the thing. I had completed 6 of the advanced levels and I was about to begin the final level. The final level was called OT6. I had completed OT7 out of sequence when I completed OT3. Doing OT7 out of sequence was a standard procedure at the time. So you'd actually go 1, 2, 3, 7, 4, 5, 6. And I didn't know that.
Of course you would. It's so stupid. What's the most stupidest way I could count to 7? Well, 8. Well, first of all, say it's 10. Bang. Amazing. Brilliant. Oh, it's so infuriating. I'm a little calm when I don't look at chat. Sorry, chat. You are all lovely.
Yeah, I'm so sorry.
Earlier in the stream.
We're trying.
I am a liability. This thing, it'll be the death of me. Can confidently say that. I can't confidently say that.
I mean, if it makes you feel any better, my own ignorance will probably be the death of me.
Yeah. No, you're gonna try and be like, oh, look at this wildlife. I'm practically in a Disney movie. Mauled to death. I know that's your fate. I'm very sad about it. And I'm sad that if you go before me, you're gonna be gone and I'm gonna be angry at you. Like, how am I gonna breathe when I'm angry because you're stupid?
Well, I'll haunt you. And then you can chew me out every time I show up. It'll be great. We'll have spirit banter, and it'll be even funnier.
If you just be like, oh, I'm just gonna hand feed this bear this handful of almonds I have, and you get mauled, I will find you in the next lifetime and be your tilty.
That's a threat. That's a threat.
I'm going to make you care about me, then just neglect myself. I do that already. Oh no,
Do I need to have a recorder break? Do we need to bring out the flute?
No, please, God, no. I'll find a way. Oh, it's there. Look. Gives you an option, like it's not already in the mouth.
Well, the brush isn't there, so.
Did you put that to your mouth? Did you pull that out of your mouth? Because in my head, you went,
like a pelican.
Like, how was it so quick?
It's in the pouch right next to me.
Nothing ever looks how I want it to look.
My grandpa 3D printed this for me, actually.
Oh, no way.
Yeah, for Christmas a few years ago.
Like, when you hear that, you expect like to hear like my granddad whittled this out of a tree in our back garden.
Oh yeah, no, my grandpa's a nerd.
Cool.
Big old nerd. That's where I mean, he would babysit me when I was a kid, and by babysit, I mean he'd put Star Trek on, sit down, and go to the computer. So yeah. Just gonna finish this squiggle. This bugging me.
Like, if this little one survives to their 30s, I promise to 3D print them some stuff.
Yeah.
Hopefully, to get them there, they just need some Star Trek on in the background.
It was so funny because he would always be like, I like 7 of 9. And I'd be like, I do too. And you'd be like, okay. Irish Mart, I won't be able to drink, but can I OT 420 until I fall asleep? Is that a fair compromise?
Also, we've got that you had to be a self pen pal, and that was weird. But that's what they wanted you to do.
Weird.
They wanted you to go and inhabit someone else's body and then write yourself a little note to prove that you did it and post it.
They freaking one of the like routine training things that you have to do. One of the training things you got to do is you have to go to a train station, sit and people watch, use the tone scale, and implant a thought into that person's mind and make them do something that they would not think to do on their own, to the point where you are trying to get them to write you a letter.
No, sometimes they wanted you to get to people on the other side, like in France. They were like, you're in America.
Oh yeah, they'd be like, you're gonna like astral project. You're gonna like Phaeton project.
Yeah, so we've all had some days where we might be a bit fuzzy on what happened. But imagine if like Dorothy was like, I seen it at the post office yesterday, and you're like, did you? What? That's bad, isn't it? Inhibiting someone enough to make the post office.
And also just the fact that the whole practice is to influence someone to do something that they wouldn't do on their own without them knowing. Like that in itself, like it's all about control and manipulation. That in itself, yeah. I don't like that. People wanting to be able to use their minds to force people to do things that they wouldn't normally do without them knowing.
Yeah, but obviously that's not going to work. So I want to know how people got around it. You run somebody like, "Hi Pierre, I'm sorry you don't know me and I don't know you. But I could really do with you writing me a letter."
Well, and the thing was is he says no one ever completed it. No one was able to do it. And so Elron had to get involved because he had to make a fix for it, because obviously people weren't doing the tech right.
Yeah, do you know what the fix is? Getting some stamps from across the world and posting it to yourself, mate. That's the fix.
Ring someone up.
Your handwriting, right? Surely it'd be in your handwriting because it's your body. You go, sorry, I didn't know how to write like Suzanne. I just wrote like me. It's scruffy.
Sorry. As I was in her body with my fate in mind.
Big with Aaron. Like, what was you on? I put Zini with my daddy in the corner there. They love that in the Sea Org. Everyone has a right chuckle.
I love that.
That's
I
like
just don't.
Like I read a book, the first book I ever read, because I just thought I was too stupid to read, so I didn't bother. No one really tried to get me to. But there was one teacher, I think I was in secondary school, and they gave me his book Molly Moon.
I've heard of it.
This Molly Moon book, and in it, she gets the ability to just like hypnotize people, and she just like hypnotizes this person to like leave her alone, and then hypnotizes someone else to like feed the orphanage better food, and then she's like, oh, maybe I'm gonna get me on stage. Gets a bit too ambitious, doesn't
Icarus.
maybe. But
Just because you can fly with your wax wings doesn't mean you go to the sun.
Do you know how much I tried to hypnotize the dog? Because she started off with the dog, hypnotizing the dog. I tell you, I didn't get my face mauled off by just intent eye contact with random dogs. I can imagine doing that to people at the train station.
No, that's terrifying.
Being an adult, being a full-blown adult, I'm like 11 at this point, okay? So, and I'm a slow 11. I've probably got like the brain age of like an 8 or 9-year-old. Like, I'm highly medicated at this age, very awkward, don't understand a lot, barely
not a lot of
able
stability.
To read. Yeah, I'm a tragic mess I was. I had this book, and if effort or deluded belief could make you have anything like superpowers, I tell you now, I would have got them, because I gave it all summer. I did. I really
Matilda.
tried. Yeah. Oh, Matilda, when that came out. Yeah, I mean,
What?
Right.
Oh, highlighters. Cool. Thank you. Yeah, I'll use those. Yeah. Thanks. Yeah, I do. I do, yeah.
Hi, Professor Kakan. Hi, Matthew. Sorry,
Hi, Professor Kakan.
But yeah, not gonna happen. Not gonna happen.
No. That is not the right purple too, so that's upsetting. I'm having a hard time finding the right purple here. Yeah, yeah, I'm not a fan, is what I'm gonna say. And yeah, Matilda.
There's no which way about it, is there? Like,
no, that's the purple.
I just the thing is, before they tell you that, you're already so deep in.
Well, and also they frame it as, well, this is just the first step so that you're able to more properly control and use the powers when you get further up, right? They're like, oh, well, yeah, you're just controlling people, but it's just the first step because it's essential to be able to use the That's Scientology.
Yeah, I'm thinking about this just as a scam, okay? Everything else aside, just thinking of it like a scam. How many times do you go in and they just open up with the scam line? You don't even know that they want anything or they're trying to sell anything until you're like half invested in the conversation.
Do you want to know more about yourself? Are you your own biggest obstacle?
How are you being? You seem really cool. Like, what have you been into? Yeah. Do you like, do you like this? Oh, do you like spirituality? Oh, do you like statistics? Oh, do you like, come here, do this test. I think you'll be totally into it. I don't even tell most people about it. That's why I just chat to most people. But I really feel like you'd get something. That's how they get you with it. Yeah.
Yep. I think you're smart enough to be able to benefit from this. Are you curious?
Yes.
Do you want to? Are you on a spiritual path to learn more about the world? Are you one of the few people that can really take in this high level information? It's a total fluff up ego boost fucking rigmarole.
There's a lot. But I think yeah, it's I don't know. It's hard to believe that people would fall for this stuff. But then, yeah, it's just remembering that no one tells you it's a scam. No one, you don't know. He hasn't been
No,
able
and
to write absolutely everything that they
yeah.
got in his brain before they've given this. But
Well, and
even
I mean, think
everyone in the chat will have a story that is bad. Maybe not. Yeah, probably not as bad as Jesse's there. Maybe not even as bad as the one I'm about to tell you. But there'll be something, and do pop it in if you think of it. I call it stupid tax. There's ADHD tax and the stupid tax. I can't avoid both forever. They come in waves. So I paid stupid tax and then extra like bodily tax. I was just trying to find out what was wrong with me and, just Googling as you do. And someone was saying that, people get really depleted and deficient in a lot of stuff that might not show up on tests because of like micronutrients and how the soil isn't changed and there's not like the sister farming, that
and there's less
native,
minerals in the water, and
so the native people in Canada, they would plant loads of crops together to enrich the soil, enrich each other, stop certain bugs coming. Like there'd be such a rich environment. It wouldn't just be like, this is for corn, this is for wheat. Like it wouldn't be that.
no,
So and this all sounds like, makes sense, obvious, makes sense. So it's saying that because the soil isn't rich in stuff, then the plants can't get it, and because the plants aren't getting enough, they're actually going off studies that was done in the 70s, and they're actually saying, 5 a day actually won't get you stuff, and da. So I'm reading all of this being like, it all makes sense, it all sounds really clever, it all sounds really researched. They've got things section, links to all these studies, links to different websites, and then there's a link to do you need help with supplements? And I was like, well, that probably would help, wouldn't it? So I brought a supplement in the form of water from this special place in America. I think that the water, where the water hadn't been depleted of minerals because it was all natural. I drank water I brought from the internet and paid custom fucking fees on, And when I tell you I was sick, when I tell you I was so sick, I had to go to the doctor and be like, so I heard this on the internet, and the doctor was like, oh.
Yeah, no one should drink American water.
No, it come in like a medical bottle like this with a childproof cap on, and I drank it, and it was like pond water. I may have gone and just grabbed a jar out of the canal here. Like, I was so fucking ill. I was
That's
so
upsetting.
fucking ill.
That's upsetting.
And I paid out the ass for this water, and then delivery, and then customs, and that I'll say stupid tax. But do you think I did that because I didn't, without fully believing this was going to help a medical condition that I didn't know was happening?
You were well-intentioning. You thought this was going to help. You were believing what people were telling you. And see, and that's the thing, especially with people who are like body routers and stuff like that. It's so it's so much hard when someone is talking to you face to face
and sitting and going, I'm going to try and get that person in the suit at the train station to scratch their ass, sniff their fingers. Like that, at least you're not ingesting toilet water. At least you're just maybe going to give yourself a headache.
Well, and also it's so much harder to step away from someone when they're in your face selling you. When it's like, when they're calling you to try to sell you something, it's a little different, but when they're in your face, they can like play off of your reactions and manipulate your body language and manipulate how you react to certain things. And it's very scary. It's very, very scary.
So all that to say, as stupid as I think it is to believe 4 quadrillion years ago there were cherubs, and then there was
Snapping,
and then there was
just cherubs.
A tax audit that then got everyone frozen in antifreeze, which I get skimmed over way more than I would like. Frozen antifreeze, flown through space and time to Earth, to a volcano that wasn't there, dropped in it, planned, just knew that this antifreeze volcano popsicle concoction wasn't going to work. Like, that's insane to believe. And to then go, oh, and then I'm just going to just infiltrate the mind of Pierre. Pierre, you pop to the post office, right? No. So I understand it's insane, and I will say this is insane and ridiculous, but I have done ridiculous things, stupid things. I've believed stuff I've read on the internet that is going to make me healthier because I desperately wanted to be healthier.
Yeah, because you're searching for something, for information.
So yes, it is ridiculous. Yes, but
there's no shame to the people who get
stupid. I don't think that is a stupid tax. I feel like you've been given information, you've been scammed, you've been brainwashed, you've had psychological games and manipulation played with you, and you get to a place where insane things become maybe like potentially plausible, worth giving a try, at least, like drinking pond water you brought off the internet.
Potentially.
No, I did that. Do not recommend. 0 stars.
Well, I'm just saying you don't know 100% if it was from a pond or some guy's bathtub.
I've lived with pond for a few years and been quite traumatized with that. That is even worse. And my nightmare tonight will be co-ruined by Janelle and Tilty, because Tilty just could not let Janelle have one nightmare without them adding something to it. Thank you both very much. Brilliant. Gorilla / cross with Bigfoot, cross with a giant slug, chasing me in the forest, trying to make me drink someone's disgusting bathwater. Thank you both. Thank you both. I'm
crying again.
Oh, night terrors are going to enjoy me tonight. Oh, yeah.
Ooh. I'm sorry. It came out of my mouth before I even knew it was happening.
I would honestly prefer pond water.
Me too. I think anyone. Just think of the snapping jazz cherubs. They'll snap it out of you.
Have I completely just ended the stream? I'm so sorry.
I don't know what's going on. I don't care.
Why are there's people here?
They're watching us lose our minds.
Oh, no, I've got smiley faces.
Oh, good. Okay. Oh, jeez. Yeah.
Is that before or after the Pack of Springs episode of Only Fools and Horses? I do like Only Fools and Horses, but I have not watched every single one of them. You are a plonker, Rodney. I don't know. And I'm not sure if I'd have listened to someone telling me it was a silly idea either, because I just wanted my gut and my stomach to be okay.
Because you want to feel relief.
What's the weather going to be like in LA?
Yeah, what's the weather going to be like?
Because it's going to, I think it was meant to be thunderstorms, but then it says it's going to rain in DC all day tomorrow, which I'm very happy for. But yeah, I don't want it to rain in LA all day. That would not be fun.
Adrian's asking for good Netflix recommendations. I don't know what's on Netflix in your area. Yeah, Good Place.
Yeah.
Severance. Oh, I think that's Apple. Never mind.
Oh, we were talking about
Andor's on Disney. Yeah.
It depends what you like as well, because if you want a little throwback something, we were talking about Misfits the other day, weren't we?
Yeah, the better version of Skins.
Seasons, but that was really good.
Yeah, I want to We could watch that. I would think that'd be fun. Because I
Please,
don't remember.
any Reddit, any Am I the Asshole, any things like that as well, please do send them my way.
Yeah.
Oh, and you weren't here, which completely just threw me off, because honestly I was thinking any minute now you'd be there.
I know, I'm sorry.
For like an hour. It was just me at the window being like, no, Dad'll come. No, he'll probably come this weekend. He did say. No, he will be here. No, I've got my coat on. Look, I fully believe he's coming. No, he wouldn't leave me because he knows that I'd crush my heart into pieces and I'd cry and I won't get out of the fetal position for days. No, he'll be here. He'll be here. No, don't. You have dinner without me. I don't even need to eat. It's fine. I'll sit here and look. Eat and don't eat or blink. Anyway, yeah, no, thought you were going to come. Oh my God. I'm sweating.
I'm sweating now. So.
Okay. I hope it doesn't rain in LA. Oh, I'm sorry. I'm sorry to everyone. I'm sorry.
This is just regular scheduled programming over here in the bird sanctuary.
Just that fear of someone thinking I'm taking the piss out of people that did happen to me. That actually happened. I wasn't taking the piss out of a kid. That was personal experience.
No. It happened to me too. That's why I was feeling it so vividly.
Papa Bird?
No.
Okay.
Other way around.
Yeah. You don't need to say anymore. Sorry for even questioning him. Look.
He would never.
How dare I?
Go ahead.
Oh, the Wordle. So the first Wordle, Rika come first. Congratulations, Rika. Word and first. You also got the word. Congratulations to you. The second one, I think.
I didn't do the second one.
No, you're useless. I think Joe got it. Joe and Irish Mark. Congratulations, Joe and Irish Mark. Yay. I can't check my Instagram right now. Yeah. But also, I really don't want it to rain on tomorrow.
I put my jester's hat on because I'm useless.
We're going to send all of our support. Going to send a little bubble of safety. You know, if you pray to a god, if you are spiritual, if you can send a ring of white light, whatever it is, just send that round. You know, keep Audit safe, keep Nora safe. Nora's going. Keep
everybody, keep
safe,
everyone
keep Ashley safe.
Keep Ashley safe.
Physically, people in LA, go keep Ashley safe, please. I know I'm saying it like
please.
If not, I'm going to come.
Everybody keep each other safe, and we'll be sending safe energy too.
Yes, yeah. Everyone stay safe. You know, if bringing a brolly is the worst thing, then an umbrella brolly. Then I guess that wouldn't be the worst.
No.
Yeah, everyone stay safe. You know, log in if you can. If you want to be like Kathy, big up Kathy who's not here. I said big up at the start of the stream. Now I can't stop saying it. I'm sorry. Kathy and her 6 devices. If you want to be an octopi legend like she is. Ooh, is Octopussy a bad nickname?
No.
Is that cute and fun, or is that bad?
Is it a James Bond movie?
I think so. What can be a good name? What's a good nickname for somebody who has like all those devices?
Well, I mean, Octo is 8.
I know, but she has at least 6, so I'm gonna just be like,
So
she doesn't have
she'd be a
8. She can get
sectopus.
a secty chatter. Oh no, she's a shitbag. I don't think she's a shitbag. She calls herself a shitbag.
I know, I just love how you said it. It's so funny.
No, sorry. A secty shit? It sounds a bit dirty, doesn't it? It sounds like she needs some
All of
Purell.
it does.
Cassie has, yeah, I know it's definitely 6. Okay, 6. Opti.
Oh,
no,
Janelle says it's giving jellyfish.
Secty techy.
Oh, because that's also good because it's es una secta. So it could be a double play on words because she's using 6 sect devices to fight the sect. It's an onion, 7-layer joke dip. Okay, I don't know what's going on right now. I don't know what is going on. I put the hat on and it's just, everything's done.
I feel like sometimes I might just go, Angela.
Did you watch that compilation I sent you?
Okay, just to remind you the context here, I've been introducing you to people I've been subbed to for like a decade of you just being an emo. So when you're like, oh my God, look at this random compilation of things I've never seen, but I've seen them. Very cute. But
it's in the context of your chance.
I know this. And I'm the Brie and you're probably Mac. There's a lot of things that you give the OG comparison, which is a very good comparison. It's done very well in Stirk, which was Timu Richard Iowade and Timu Noel Fielding. I don't disagree with that.
I really can't find a better representation, especially when they're on a team in Big Fat Quiz. Like, it's like watching a mirror.
Tell Kathy I don't mean to be disrespectful. I naturally am. Didn't mean it.
Oh, it did the thing where it reset the live, for crying out loud.
Oh, mine says 2 minutes.
Mine says 6 seconds. Hi, Kathy! Kathy's here now.
Oh, hello.
Probably at a meeting on one of her 6 devices.
We're just saying super respectful things. Just saying what a good support you are. I was saying if everyone could be like you, Kathy, is what I was saying, and that was it. And don't look back and don't watch anything, don't listen to anything anyone else tells you.
Check that. Check that, fro.
That is a fro.
Look at that. Respect. That is a scallywag. He's a scallywag.
Have you seen my brother's afro? It's not tight like that.
No, I have seen it though.
Yeah. I feel like if I had a fro, that would be the fro I had. It'd just be like loose. A bit loose.
I wish I could, but my hair doesn't do that. So I all I can do is like really like I can poof it up. Like I can poof it pretty good.
I need to send you a video. You haven't watched the Watch News with You, have you?
No.
No, I don't think so. You just reminded me. I'll send you.
Okay, there. My hair's bigger, and now it's gay.
Big hair equals gay hair.
Well, I put rainbow in it too.
Oh, lovely.
There we go.
What I decided would be the best thing to the other day, and I've been looking for it, and I'm like, oh, I'm never going to be able to. Like, this will probably be something I have to make if I want it, which sucks.
Oh.
I want like a satin suit. I want like a 2-piece suit. But I don't want one of the women's ones. I want the men's fit. I want a teal two-piece satin suit. How sick would that be? I was like, that would be my glow. I think that would be my glow up. I would feel
That would be
so
amazing.
happy and good. I'd be like, damn, I'd be feeling, and I'm feeling good. Bow, bow. That'd be it. Bow, bow, me. Bow, bow. I'll be feeling it. Sorry,
Feel the whole self. The whole self.
I think I asked this. Oh, the ridge on the bridge. We've reached the ridge on the bridge.
The ridge on the bridge. Oh, it's ridged for your pleasure.
Stabilized body. Ridged for his pleasure. His being Aaron Hubbard.
I swear I took my ADHD meds today. I swear.
We didn't. Because I don't have them. Which is the problem. Like, you know when people think the problem with you is you're not medicated. I'm like, so my personality. Okay.
Yeah, but see, I'm medicated, and my problem is still my personality. So,
well, it's not a problem. You're a very joyful person to be around. I'm quite. I'm
a challenging person to be around.
You know how they say the difference between cats and dogs, and it's like
yeah, and I'm a platypus.
One will absorb your anxiety and make you feel better, and the other one will project their anxiety and make you feel worse.
Yeah.
I'm the cat. You're the dog in that situation. You're like, you can stroke me and feel better. It's all right. It's all right. I'm the cat. It's like, you can pet.
Maybe that's why I have cats and I have a harder time with dogs, but
because you are a dog and I am cat, and we are.
Am I a dog bird?
Oh my god, we've got a new duo, cat and dog. But I don't want our butts connecting. Oh, I wouldn't want neither of them sharing a digestive. We both have awful digestive issues anyway.
We wouldn't be able to eat. We'd die.
God.
We would die.
Horrific suggestion. I'm sorry. You do the duo names. I won't name anyone or anything, including you, Kathy. I'm sorry. I apologise for trying.
God. Okay. Right. So, in the book that we're covering and reading and doing a live about,
I feel like we should change the thing to like with mentions of expert witness.
Attempting to pepper in parts of the expert witness. Okay, so
imagine Kathy's just trying to break from us, and Joe's like, "No, get in here."
Kathy, get in here.
Yeah.
Yeah. So this was where they talk about the ridge on the bridge, and Elrond was like, "Oh, we're just gonna have to redo this because obviously people are misunderstanding what I'm trying to get them to do, and it's not my fault; it's their fault. So we're gonna have to simplify it." Yeah.
On how to project to a different part of the world and inhabit their body. Just send yourself a quick letter. It's a letter.
Yeah.
He's getting mad about it.
And so this is like where we enter the new era of dianetics. The new era of diuretics, aka the start of the fucking serious Clearwater takeover.
And he is alive this whole time. Like that's we're referring to him because he's
still alive in this. Yeah.
Yeah.
Hi, Chi. She's here.
Hi, Chi.
And I thought this was so.
What are you testing us?
You just restarted. Your thing just reset. I was alone for a second.
I feel like Chi might have made that happen.
Chi, how dare you?
He was like, let me test
just audited my phone.
Let me see if I can project into your phone. And then test, and then went, nailed it.
We're both wearing NASA shirts.
By accident.
by accident.
Well, no, I did it on purpose. We just didn't. We accidentally match.
We intentionally chose these shirts to wear today, but we did not coordinate the plan or discuss it in advance. I have all of my laundry in a basket by my desk so that if I get too excited in my chair and I fall over, I don't bash my head open. What I found really interesting from this book is when he was talking about how going to Flag was going to be the way to get those superpowers, and somebody suggested, why don't you just write Mary Sue a letter? Like, why don't you just write Mary Sue a letter?
Last week when you abandoned me, Wednesday, sorry, we were talking about this, and I said, do you think Mary Sue responded to her own letters, or do you think that she had staff that did, or do you reckon they're like Tilty and just don't respond at all? No, I'm joking. I didn't say that.
That was like a triple roast in a 15-second period.
I'm sorry, my heart is leaking out. I'm sorry. I have abandonment issues. I'm sorry.
And now she's talking about nostril hair.
What?
There's this pain that I like when I pull out nostril hair, and nobody said anything, and I was like, wasn't that weird enough?
Oh, my chin kept freezing, and I didn't put it, and because I tried to unfreeze it earlier, I've got to put it to all chat, so it might have just been on top chat at that time. So I apologize.
I'll see you and raise you, Chi. I'll see you and raise you, Chi. You want to be seen and raised? Okay, you know what's a pain that I like? I like to take my fingernail and I like to shove it in between my teeth and rock it down into my gums until my gum starts to bleed.
Yeah, what I got from there is Chi said it for shock value, not to reveal one of the weirdest parts of herself. But cool. Yeah, raised, matched. And I'm pretty sure we've got no takers to beat. Nope, we're good. Moving on.
I literally made a nurse uncomfortable in the hospital by telling her that. She's like, I have never heard that before. And then they put me on risperidone, which didn't work.
Oh.
That's like, what the fuck did I turn into?
See, that's what you missed, Chi. Thank you so much for coming back and popping that in.
And yes, I am a hand washer. I've been hand washing before. Like, I was washing hands properly before COVID.
Yeah. Yeah. And washing properly, you get all the way around the thumb.
Oh, you gotta get in there and you gotta...
Round the back, all the way in.
Under the nails.
All of it. All of it. If you are touching any other person,
up the wrist. Take your watch off, up the wrist. I worked in a grocery store, so I had to take food safe several times, and I never got lower than a 98.
I always did amazing on the health and safety questionnaires, and everyone was just like,
yeah.
Wow.
I know. That's why I was so happy to report Scientology to OSHA.
And they loved it as well. They were like, we see you are.
They were like, thank you for your complaint. We're going to submit it through for processing.
It was super profesh. Not like some others we've had.
I took the information that she sent me and I was like, how do I administrate this into a professional ass email? And so I basically took the 3 lines and I turned them into like 3 paragraphs and sent like.
And I essentially did the equivalent of someone goes, oh, yeah, you can look at my homework, but don't make it the exact same. So I like changed like 4 things, and I'm like.
Well, and the other thing was like I noticed a couple extra things from the photos, and I was like, also the ladder that they left out unattended wasn't even fastened or secured. Like I was able to like, and I was just, yeah, no, don't do it. So if anybody ever sees Scientology breaking OSHA health and safety laws, send it to me. I'll email them. I'll send it through. I'm on it. You don't do things like that and make your workers unsafe when you're already paying them nothing and they're fucking exhausted and. Ooh.
I'm gonna do some black.
Oh. I like that. That's cool.
I'm gonna write the song lyrics that have been in my head all week. from someone responded to the Cubans for Trump song with the no nunca pense los lapados mi comida la cara. Maybe it says that. Maybe I murdered it, but that's what I'm going to write on it in Espanol.
I love that.
Yeah,
I love that.
mm-hmm.
Yeah, she is on it. You're all
I'm
on
kind of rage, but I'm changing my rage into
that's what we have to do. That's what we have to do. Otherwise, we're not going to be able to keep going, you know? We got to take all those uncomfortable feelings and channel them into something that's not going to make us feel worse.
Yeah. But my
That's
special
pretty.
interest has always been my special interest from the minute I could fathom things outside of myself, has been equality, human rights, you know, freedom for, you know, freedom for expression, freedom of love, free, you know, and I cannot
The
stop
space to
myself.
be.
Yeah. So I'm going to put some leopard print marks around it, just in with a bit of this black watercolor here when it's dried, and make it sort of more leopard printy. And then I'm going to write that on. I'm going to spell check it also. I don't write it wrong.
Yeah.
It'll be a sort of a. What's happening?
Jerry with his knees out.
That was sick.
I was talking about that song on the stream with Fat Grammy because that's just so good. It's just so good.
It's a sick song. It's very funny. Get back inside head thoughts. Yeah, imagine like in a cartoon, and then they're all just in there. I've literally, the 10 push-ups was working for cigarettes, and I thought I'm going to carry on doing this afterwards for negative thoughts, when I have really intrusive negative thoughts, when I have certain ideations I do not wish to have, then I can just be like, right, 10 push-ups, how's that sound? But I'm so sore at the minute. I'm so sore. It's here. This bit sore. My shoulders.
Yeah. It's right in
back. Everything has.
What are those? Your
you know,
trap? Is that your trapezoid?
And make it. It's almost like at the top of your pectoralis. I used to be able to do the titty dance. I can't now. I can't do it now. But yeah, I've got pectoralis. I've got pecs. I've got pec. The muscles. So it's like this bit of that muscle. This bit of the muscle. It's just hurting from the presses. I'm doing quite wide press ups. Maybe I could do like those little triangle ones. No, that I still have.
She says, pretend like you're her and talk shit to those thoughts. Internalize the chi and have them argue with the bad thoughts.
I do that.
I have a little fluffer like with Norman in my head.
Oh, maybe pitch me as an actual squirrel and like grab Norman by the ears, and then my squirrel leg just go.
Oh,
rabbit.
Like a cart, and then his lips are like in a cartoon.
Yeah, no, it is a cartoon. Imagine it as a cartoon.
Yeah, let's be real. I imagine most things as a cartoon.
Yeah, pumping a bicep and making your own baby.
I'm worried that if I do one of those ancestry like DNA tests, it's gonna come back saying that I'm like 98% Muppet.
I thought he was gonna say Neanderthal. And I think you might have a lot of Neanderthal.
Now, is that a dunk on my brain or my face?
Whiteness. Close.
So both.
Yeah. If you had gone with a third guess. No, it's not. It's not dunk on anything. It's genetics. It was Nula's birthday yesterday. I sung her the Simpsons versions of Happy Birthday, if anyone wanted to know.
Nula, it's your birthday. Happy birthday, Nula. Are you happy I knew that?
It's your birthday. Happy birthday, new love. And I said, you gave me the gift of a stinky butthole, but I love you anyway. Nula, it's your birthday. She's like, I'm getting bananas and blueberries now. That's what this means. This means fish treats, bananas and blueberries. No, you had it yesterday. She's 4.
She's still just a little baby.
She's a little baby, but unfortunately, down to her breed, she's not a little baby. She's actually middle-aged.
All animals are baby forever.
No.
What is definitely disappointing and disgusting, because I don't see anything disappointing and disgusting here. So interesting.
What's disappointing and disgusting? Oh, Osa. Hey, Osa, you have done fantastic during the stream. This is what I'm going to say. I'm just going to call anyone who's distracting me, trying to get me ranty, is Osa. Hello, Holy Rogue. What happened? What did we need? There was something, and I think we was like, tell Holy Rogue that, or show him that, or I think there's something.
All I know is that
here, Matthew.
Osa can audit my asshole. Oh, we've got. That's what's disgusting. You don't like this. You don't like this? Oh, that's a shame. You must be sad. You must be sad. Jeez, I don't like your flag. It has too many colors on it.
Yes, that was good. That was good. His interview with T, not Chi, sorry, Chi on the brain.
Yes, with T, yes. I haven't seen it yet. I'm watching.
Oh, I can't remember what it is. Really Rogue, Matthew. Oh no! Oh, what was it? What was it?
It was the ChatGPT thing. No? Was it the other thing?
What was that? What was the ChatGPT thing?
The AI, the religious stuff that we were talking about with the ChatGPT thing. That I don't think that's what you were thinking of. I think it's something else.
And I said, "Oh no, it's gone. It's not gone. It's not going to be funny." I think it was just a joke. And I was like, "They're the yin to his yang. They're the unholy rogue, because they're like the opposite of Matthew."
That's right. What was it? Oh, who did we?
It probably wasn't funny, but it was.
It was funny, but it was in the conversation that it was funny, and then we were like, "Oh, we're gonna have to tell that to him."
And I forgot all context. Sorry, but nice things about you anyway.
I think we were talking about somebody who, like, was not a good lad like you. I don't know. I don't remember the context. I remember that it was like, that's funny. So I don't know. Everything's bamboozled in my brain.
Oh, I used the wrong thing.
Oh, shucks. But what was really interesting is that, okay, so remember he was like, I want to go down to Flag because that's where I'm going to get all that learning, because the golden age, blah, 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 blah. And so he was like, I'm going to write a letter to Mary Sue. And she's like, go ahead. Or someone writing on behalf of Mary Sue was like, go ahead.
You want a fast track ticket? Here you go, scallywag.
Well, I can just imagine Jesse.
Do you think he sent the Afro picture and he was just like, "Hey, just send a picture of me in my SEAL uniform so you know I'm legit."
I'd love to clear the planet.
You can keep that picture. Anyway, I'd love to go Flag.
I'd love to go to Flag. I'd love to clear the planet.
Operator. That's him. That song was right after him.
Seriously.
Yeah, I wish I could remember.
I know, me too. Matthew, if we think of it, we will tell you. I promise.
Yeah, no, I said it, so you know it was hilarious.
Yeah.
I found it funny.
Yeah.
That's all you know.
Right. And then this is where he starts talking about when he's at Flag now. He was involved in the last 4 years of L. Ron Hubbard's life. And I really, really like how he specifically says, I can't speak to who he was before this because I only knew him for 4 years, but I can speak to who he was in those 4 years.
Ho rogue.
Ho rogue? Don't call him ho rogue.
There's a ho rogue.
Ho rogue.
Rogue ho. That would be the worst nickname.
He's too wholesome for that.
Yeah, way too.
Please.
I don't know.
So we've made it to chapter 4.
Chapter 4. Okay. What? I'm gonna have to re-go over chapter 4 because I didn't understand my notes. I've put how does on D-ding? D-ding.
Yes, that's in here. Okay, hold on. Hi, the Art of the Brotherhood.
Hello. Ah, awesome. Yes. Could we pop the Art of Brotherhood link, please, in the chat?
So
Anybody, men's wellness, general wellness, any sort of mental well-being, anything like that. Find him on YouTube. Find him on Instagram.
I'm gonna try to
shadow work and stuff like that. But he's like literally one of the absolute best people I know, have known for absolute years. You know, like if I was gonna go through like godparents for my child, I would, like, he's one of the people I'd be like asking, like, I truly believe you are such a great person. Could you?
Oh, you've got it. Oh, mods, thank you so much. I was desperately trying to find. I don't know how to use this thing. I just made it look like Star Trek. I don't know what else to do with it. Okay. Thank you. Thank you.
Awesome. Bless his heart.
A truly safe, trustworthy person.
Yeah, a truly safe person, kind, knowledgeable,
mellow.
Yeah, just things that I aspire to be. He's not on a pedestal, he's a human, but
he's got a really chill voice.
He's just absolutely fantastic. I just advise anyone who might need some good advice, not off me, being like, you set sounds like a bitch. You bitch-in-law. Yeah, no, I get very mad. I get very vocal. I get very angry. And that doesn't help. That's not being a bigger, better person growing or moving forward.
But sometimes it feels better.
A good vent. A good vent.
Ooh, yeah. Ooh.
I know.
Yeah. Thank you all for. Make short videos. Yeah.
No, I've seen a few on Instagram. But yeah, I'm so looking forward to your podcast. I'm so because this is the way Luke thrives. He's a great listener. You know how Miriam's a really great interviewer because she's such a great listener, but she wouldn't then go in and be like, okay, so what you can do now is do this and you'll have a better, do this and things won't be, do this and you'll feel better.
Yeah.
Like, she doesn't do that. She'll just listen and give her sort of response and what she's doing around it and things she knows around it to sort of relate or say thank you for, but Luke is coming from the place of able to sort of talk more about it, and with the podcast to have that back and forward with somebody speaking to him, I can't imagine being anything other than enlightening, compassionate, educational.
We just need more genuine insight, and I think that's fantastic.
Yeah.
Yeah, That's smart. That's a very good point, Chi. That is a very good point. Yeah. Yeah, being bilingual, you really take in the whole thing and process like what it could mean in this language and this language, and then you get the proper context of what, like you put a lot of thought into it.
I was gonna drink that. Looky, do you see me go like that? I was about
That
to
was
suckle on
close.
the end of the paintbrush.
You're not me. Don't do this. Don't do this.
I was gonna say thank you so much, Joe. You popped his Instagram on there as well. Thank you so much. Appreciate
And
you.
if nobody saw the interview,
I didn't even know you were here when I was saying lovely things. I just meant them.
yeah, now that you're here, we're gonna have to be mean. Miriam's such a
I think
butthead. What a real
you've got
jerk.
good qualities because you are consistently lovely. To the vast majority of people, bar actual piss babies. You're always flapping kindness. You're always just being whimsical and where I get big, mad, angry, ranty, veins bulging all round. And I'm a fucking asshole. So I say some asshole things, and people know if I'm being nice to it, it's because I'm genuinely feeling nice things about it. Otherwise, I'll be like, you're a prick.
I think I've been under the illusion that I'm a lot like tougher than I really am, and I'm like way softer. And
yes, you're a squishmallow bird. Look at squishmallow birdie. Oh, not boobies. One birdie. One big.
Yeah, one bird like this.
A squishy bird. Yeah. Come here.
Yeah.
Come on. Come here. I will demonstrate with Mula's head. Look how squishy. Oh,
she's so cute.
She's squishy. You are soft and
the
squishy.
asshole.
So that's why I think people would want to protect you, and probably why you have the least amount of shit talked about, yeah? Because you're just a bird is squishmallow, but
well, I'm not here to get anything out of it. I'm just trying to. Oh, hold on 1 second here.
Asshole. Yeah, ass. A-R-S-E. Ass. Like you're being an ass.
Sorry, I just had to. I just had to talk to the Mitch.
I think asshole.
Asshole.
Would be weird.
Asshole. You've got a bit of an asshole.
I'm not saying asshole. I'll do this with asshole.
Asshole.
I got banned from watching TV. I got banned from watching TV as a child because I started speaking an American accent and moving my head. I'll be like, excuse me, I don't know who you're talking to right now. I think you're trash. Actually, I think you're trash. I think you're trash.
So we're a half hour over our time, and that's why we're just yelling asshole. Like, this is what happens. We just evolve. Like, as soon as it hits 2 hours,
I like masshole. That's my favorite one, but I can't say it.
Masshole.
Yeah. Don't be a masshole. I can't say it.
Hey.
To people from Massachusetts.
But what I was going to say before Mitchell wandered in and interrupted me, I was just going to say I'm not here for anything other than it makes me feel better.
You like that comment off Chi. That was for you.
Why don't you stick an extra syllable in your...
I'm not. It's ass.
Asshole.
Yes. It's spelled A-R-S-E. Ass. Ass.
I always say bonehole because it's inclusive.
And the gayness.
Bonehole. You could because I mean, if you think about it, it's the holes, 3 of them, right? So when you're talking about the bone hole, it could be any hole.
Like me, because I was like, that wasn't a boot. Where was the boot? And then I registered. You said about. You're getting my common accent. If you're gonna pick up my accent, pick up the acceptable.
Banana.
Yeah.
Yeah, bone hole.
Common.
Because because it's great because okay, if you have a skeleton, you don't know what gender the skeleton is. It's got a hole.
Thank you, Luke. Asshole.
Bone hole. Inclusive.
I think this is why those jellyfish don't have assholes, because someone, Tom Cruise, called it a bone hole, and they were like, "I'm not safe with one of these,"
and that's
why they
why I
don't have
painted the
one.
unfuckable jellyfish.
Yeah, and the jellyfish, you may be wondering, how do they poop? They tear themselves a new butthole to poop out of, and then it heals back up, so they can be safe from undesirable nickname and Tom Cruise.
From TC as a bee and his aquatic proclivities.
Yeah.
How are you spending Father's Day this year, Tom? Not with your kid, because she doesn't want anything to do with you. How are you spending Father's Day this year, Tom? You gonna go to the aquarium? You gonna get a family discount at the aquarium with none of your family? Sure seems like that's probably what you're gonna be doing, huh?
Yeah. I mean, if you're gonna be a piece of shit deadbeat dad, you have to go to the aquarium by yourself, aren't you? Father's Day.
And you're going to be alone with that seal and the trainer's going to be looking at you, and you're going to be like, I'm going to pay you after, and they're going to be like, you can't pay me enough, dude.
Do you know dolphins are really horny?
Yeah, there's actually
the horniest of the sea creatures.
He was asked about it.
Fuck off. Sorry for swearing, that wasn't at you, Miriam. Fuck off, though. Did someone ask him? That's hilarious.
Oh my god, you have to please send that to me. Please send that to me. Please send that to me. We need to react to this.
Okay.
We need to dissect it. We have to evaluate it.
I'm gonna have your back. You've spent 18 months dedicating a lot of time online to informing people Tom Cruise has violated fish. You've done
justice for the fish.
So I'm going to give you flowers now. You did it.
Stop it.
You did
Stop it, Tom. Stop
Congratulations.
it. International Oceans Day. Leave the fish alone. They can't consent.
Gay ice cream? What's gay ice cream? Is it good or is it bad? What's the salt content?
Oh, no.
I don't know. I don't know. What is any of this?
Hi, Karate. We did it by accident.
This was by accident, and I've got paint on mine.
I've got paint on mine too.
But we're continuing to wear it out of solidarity to the innocent Americans stuck in space right now on the International Space Station, done nothing wrong.
Oh, Miriam cleared it up. Tom Cruise was asked about Father's Day, not about fish. Now I'm all
okay. I take the flowers back. I'm sorry, I put them on the shelf for another time.
Do you think is he on like Cameo or something? Is there any way we could ask him?
Definite reaction. Both of us were like, "Oh my god!" about the fish.
I swear, I thought I'm a little deflated, but it's we can still speculate.
Luke subscribed to you, and that cute, and that nice, and that's sweet.
Oh, thank you.
I was on your channel, haven't we? That's very nice.
I've been subscribed to him since he did the live with you. It was such a good one. It was a really, really informative one.
The most popular live I've done, like the most watched live I've done.
Yeah.
But saying that, there was maybe a bit of personal information dropped in that, so maybe it's just Osa being like, right, we've pinpointed the location between the breadcrumbs.
Osa. It's still Miriam. It is still a snappy, sassy question. Absolutely, I'm so glad somebody asked him that because it's very clear that. Yeah, I just I wish that they had thrown out. So since none of your kids want anything to do with you, are you going to go to the aquarium alone this Sunday, or?
How about Elon? You think meet up with him and take one heat?
Well, I mean, do you think David Miscavige would let him invite Elon? Because I'm pretty sure David Miscavige is his #1 invite.
I finished this on stream, and then I've got this much of this whole bottle that I've drunk on stream.
And it's not from a pond.
just let me have a small win there.
You got me like 90 times this stream.
You deserved it. I'm just trying to hydrate. I'm trying to keep myself conscious and unbroken. But okay. We need to stop these streams before 2 hours. Not poop water. Yes, Miriam, that's what I was thinking. Not poop water, not bath water, not pond water from some sweaty man called Dave in Missouri. Oh, God. Sorry to any sweaty Daves in Missouri. We need to end the stream. We need to end the stream. I beg of you. Mercy. Mercy.
Have a good rest of your day. Have a good Friday. Have a good weekend. Take care of yourselves. We're out of here for the safety of ourselves and everybody else.
It's a great book. Peace.